What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP, and this is your morning market wake-up call for Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. We had a roller coaster of a day yesterday. On all the markets, we were up, we were down, we laughed, we cried. It was the best of times, the worst of times. It was a spectacle to behold. Let's go ahead and jump into the markets and see where we're starting today off at. Gold has made it back above the point of resistance, just barely, currently at $1,800.82. Silver is back over $19, currently at $19.08, giving us a ratio of 94.39. That ratio was down in the low 93s yesterday, and so it is popping back up again. We'll get into the reasons on why that happened here in just a minute in today's article. Platinum has come back down, retreated some, currently at $837.84. And palladium has come back down, but not too bad, currently at $2050.90. In other metals markets, rhodium held steady at $8,500. Copper has retreated some, currently at $2.94. And aluminum is steady at $1 even. Uranium also steady at $32.80. Barrels of crude oil came back down under $40 overnight, currently at $39.73. On Wall Street, we had a really good day going. And then around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, things started to go to hell, and, well, we didn't end up very good. The Dow did end up 10 points yesterday, closing out the day at 26,035.80. The NASDAQ posted a pretty bad day, closing out at down 226 points at 10,390.84, and the S&P 500 was down 29 points at 3155.22. There was a lot of bad news coming out of California that drove those prices down, and that's actually going to be the topic of today's article. Bitcoin is fairly steady at 92.24.98, and if you guys trade in the gold back, those are going off at 309, but I do expect that price to come down once their market opens. Stock futures for the day are up, so we should see a positive increase to start the day, but just like yesterday, who knows, we might get some bad news that'll drive those prices back down. In today's article, we have an article from Rachel Treisman from NPR. This one is entitled, California Closes Indoor Businesses Statewide as COVID-19 Cases Surge. This was the big topic yesterday. It drove NASDAQ's loss was primarily driven by Tesla, which is in California. And they are ordered to suspend operations, it looks like. So with the coronavirus cases and hospitalizations continuing their rise in California, Governor Gavin Newsom announced Monday he was reimposing restrictions on many indoor businesses statewide effective immediately. Restaurants, wineries, movie theaters, family entertainment centers, zoos, museums, and card rooms, no, they had card room, it must be poker, must suspend their indoor operations, and bars must close altogether. 30 counties must also close indoor operations of fitness centers, places of worship, offices of non-critical sectors, personal care services, hair salons, barbershops, and shopping malls. So they are really cracking down. Those 30 counties those 30 counties have been on a monitoring list for 3 consecutive days and represent about 80% of the state's population, according to Newsom. They include Los Angeles County, Sacramento County, San Joaquin, Orange, San Diego, and Fresno. The closures will stay in place until counties meet standards set by the state. Newsom emphasized the importance of making decisions based on local conditions and data, and said recent trend lines had created caution and concern. Quote, we're moving back into a modification mode of our original stay-at-home order, but doing so utilizing what is commonly referred to as a dimmer switch and not an on-off switch, he said. Well, this is just getting convoluted, isn't it? Newsom specifically cited a rise in hospitalizations, intensive care unit beds, and the rate of positive test results in the state. As of Monday, state hospitals reported a 27.8% increase in hospitalized patients over the last 14 days and 19.9% increase in ICU hospitalization over the same period. So, let's see. Data indicated that 36% of ICU beds and 72% of ventilators are available. So they do have enough to go around as of right now. This goes on, cites a lot of data. Let's see. Meanwhile, certain entities in the state have taken it upon themselves to delay reopening. Disney announced it would keep its Southern California parks, initially set to reopen July 17th, closed indefinitely. And on Monday, Los Angeles and San Diego public schools announced that they would begin the academic school year entirely remotely. We'll go ahead and end the article there. We did announce here in Indianapolis that there's a couple school corporations that are starting off the school year remotely, it sounds like. I have not heard from my kids' school system yet, but we did get an announcement that they were going to require masks at all times. So, well, guys, what do you think? So Tesla being closed down is obviously a big deal. That's what drove the NASDAQ down. That's the big stock on the NASDAQ. And so they took a big hit there. What's it like in your neck of the woods? What do you guys think is going on? What precautions are you going to take? Obviously, I just got back from Myrtle Beach, and they're calling that a hot spot. So be interested to hear what you guys have to say on the topic. How's these downward turns in the market's going to affect precious metals? But love to hear from you. Guys, I've been IndyXP. Well, I got other things. Oh, I greatly appreciate you, of course. I haven't had enough coffee yet. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you appreciate me. If you happen to be new to the independent experience and want to keep up to date on all the latest and greatest, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe and jingle jangle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can stay notified of when great content comes out. Of course, we're going to throw that box up here. You guys can go ahead and hit that at the end of the video, catch up on the latest videos. I've been IndyXP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.